bonjour, as they say in the French. If you've ever been in France for a bit, you might have heard of Bastille Day. This is a holiday celebrating the storming of the Bastille when a mob of French revolutionaries broke into the Bastille and took it by force. Most people know about the victims in this battle, that is, General Delaunay and one poor invalid. General Delaunay was the main leader of the Bastille. Although some people tried to save him, it didn't end well. He was also very stubborn. The invalids were old soldiers that were injured in battle and couldn't fight anymore. Surprisingly, only one died during the whole battle. 3 died after. But not everyone knows who led the revolting mob that broke into the Bastille. And that is our mystery. Born on the 11th of December, 1763, Stanislas Marie Maillard was one of the National Guardsmen of the time. As a captain of the Bastille Volunteers, he allegedly was the first revolutionary to go inside of the prison. He could have done it because he was the captain of the people who did that sort of thing. Born on the 26th of November, 1746, Jacob Job Elie had always had a militarial life. He was one of the Revolution's French generals, and some say he led the storming of the Bastille. He also allegedly was the first revolutionary to go inside of the Bastille, but it's not certain who was actually first. Elie could have done it because he was one of the French Revolution's generals. After taking the weapons from a hotel, the angry French mob travels to the Bastille to get gunpowder because the Bastille just has buckets of the stuff.
Hey! What? Give us your gunpowder or we'll break in.
No. Why not? You're a French mob. I'm not going to give my precious Bastille's gunpowder to an angry French mob. What's going on? They won't fork over the gunpowder. Oh, I'll make sure they do. Surrender the fortress. No. Surrender the fortress. No. And I'll give you this fine silverware if you get your mob to leave. I'm not falling for that. What the devil is taking them so long? You two, scale the outer wall and cut the chains on the drawbridge. I'm tired of waiting.
Hey, let us in! No, I didn't.
The French mob cascaded into the fortress, seized the gunpowder, liberated all the prisoners, and disarmed the troops. About 98 attackers and 1 invalid died in this historic revolutionary battle. There are actually objects from the whole ordeal that you can see today. There's this little piece that was part of the Bastille when it was infiltrated, and now it's in a museum in Ile-de-France. There's also the key to the Bastille that was given to George Washington and is at Mount Vernon. That key was in the Bastille when the angry mob broke in. After this legendary historical event, the newspaper London Gazette said, "A general consternation prevailed throughout the town." This describes the French mob going to the Bastille. It also results in the town being empty. Another article from the same newspaper, written by someone who was there, said, "A breach was soon made in the gate, and the fortress surrendered." This talks more about the aftermath. It includes the time when the French mob broke in and the Bastille surrendering. With these piles of required information, I think I have figured out whose fault it is. It's both. General Delaunay should have surrendered sooner, and Maillard and the rest of the French mob should have waited longer. Elie probably would have finished the negotiation if he had enough time.